Hello everyone, my name is James Taylor and I am a big wave surfer and freediver from Cape Town. And this is my friend Iggy the Iguana from Oceaneers. So Iggy gave me a call last night and he said, hey James, I've heard that July is plastic free month. And he asked me, like, what can I do to kind of contribute to getting rid of plastic? Look at all of this mess in front of us here. So I said, Iggy, it's awesome that you called me, because the team at Captain Fanplastic actually sent me this book, and this book has got some great ideas as to how we can reduce plastic. So why don't we go over to your favorite rock and we give it a read? Alright Iggy, here we go. The Legend of Captain Fanplastic. Kirk and Finn. There once was a friendly pirate called Captain Kirk who had a wooden leg. Although he was an experienced treasure hunter, he struggled to keep up with other pirates on his ragged old ship. But that didn't bother him, because he loved to explore the sea with his best friend, Finn the Turtle, by his side. Look at them over there exploring. Finn gets sick. One day, the captain saw that Finn had started to slow down. He noticed that Finn couldn't move around as well as he used to, and he was tired all of the time. What could be wrong with his best friend, the captain wondered. He had to find out. They gathered what they needed, climbed aboard the ship, and set sail on an adventure to find a way to help Finn get better. He doesn't look very happy, does he? Look, he's even got a little crack on his shell. That's no good. Wonder the Whale. Not long into their ocean adventure, they heard a crying noise. It was so loud, it sounded as if it was coming from inside the ship. Then they saw a whale and realized that it was crying out in pain. The captain and Finn guided their ship to get close as they could and called out, "What's your name?" The whale turned its huge eyes to look at them and said, "My name is Wonder. Please, will you help me? My stomach hurts so much." "Of course we will," they said. "Please open your mouth so that we can take a look inside." Wanda opened her mouth, and all that Captain Kirk and Finn could see was plastic trash. A whole mountain of it, stuck inside her stomach. Ugh. They quickly started to pull the plastic trash out of her stomach, and when they had finished, Wanda felt so much better. "Thank you," she said, and showed them how happy she was by leaping out of the water and clapping her fins. The captain and Finn were both delighted and continued on their adventure to find out how to make Finn feel better too. And the whale jumped. Look how nicely that whale's jumping out. He's so happy that he hasn't got any more trash inside his stomach. Falling apart. As they sailed onward, their old weather-beaten ship began to leak, and soon there was water rushing in. They looked around to see what they could use to stop the water. Then Finn had a great idea. They could use all the plastic they had taken out of Wanda's stomach to plug the holes. It worked, and the ship stopped leaking. Good idea, Finn. Just look how happy they are that their ship isn't leaking anymore. High five, Finn! Woohoo! Seagull Steve. After fixing the ship, they saw a big flock of seagulls flying across the sky. However, something looked very strange. One of the seagulls was not able to keep up with the other birds and could barely fly above the water. They saw it coming towards their ship and tried to warn it away, but that didn't help, and the seagull flew straight into the sail. They rushed over to see how they could help. "What's your name?" asked Captain Kirk. "Steve," stammered the exhausted seagull. Finn noticed that a piece of plastic fishing line was caught around one of Steve's wings. Oh, look at that. With his sword, the captain carefully cut the fishing line off Steve's wing, and now that he was free again, Steve took to the sky and thanked his rescuers by flying 2 big circles around the ship. Finn and Captain Kirk were shocked by what they had seen plastic could do to their sea friends and went to bed that night feeling very sad. Shipwrecked. Oh. While they were sleeping, they heard a big bang, and all of a sudden Captain Kirk and Finn found themselves thrown into the sea. Their ship had hit something in the middle of the ocean. After treading water for quite some time, Captain Kirk and Finn managed to climb onto something that felt like solid ground, although it was too dark for them to see where they were. When the sun rose the next morning, they noticed that they had been shipwrecked onto a giant plastic island. Finn looked around him and was very upset when he noticed that the captain's wooden leg was missing. The captain also cried out when he saw Finn. "Finn, look at your shell!" Finn's shell had cracked open, and pouring out of it were bits of pieces of plastic bottles, packets, lollipop sticks, and polystyrene containers. They began to look around for help, but all they could see was an ocean full of plastic trash. Captain Kirk stared at Finn, and Finn stared back. They were both in shock and realized that the problem that Finn and all his animal friends had been battling with was in this enormous amount of plastic waste in the sea. Captain Kirk and Finn decided to do something about it. Oh, look at all of that trash all over. No good. Captain Fanplastic. Captain Kirk began to hunt for things to rebuild his ship from what he could find around him. In the middle of the plastic island, he found a used cold drink bottle that was perfect to replace his missing wooden leg, and a large plastic packet that was just the right size for a flag for his ship. To complete his new look, he found a plastic bottle top and made it into a colourful eye patch. It's a good idea. Finn, on the other hand, was searching for something that could work as a turtle shell to protect him from sharp things. All of a sudden, Captain Kirk yelled out, "Finn, I found just the thing! You can use the bottom of this plastic bottle as a new turtle shell!" Finn sandwiched himself into his new shell and cheered, "It fits!" Ah, look at that cool new shell that he got from a bottle top. Or the bottom of a bottle, rather. They finished fixing their ship and added an anchor made out of bendy straws. "Arr, this stuff is valuable," the captain said, as he was putting the new anchor in. Finn came up with a new name for his friend to match his new look. "You are now Captain Fanplastic," he said. Not trash, but treasure. Captain Fanplastic and Finn were feeling excited because they had been able to fix their ship and Finn's shell. As they were good pirates, they made a pact to collect all of the plastic trash they could find and turn it into treasure. Little did they know how busy they would be. There was so much trash to be removed from beaches, rivers, parks, and mountains that soon they had treasure chests full of stuff that had just been thrown away. No one had known how valuable the waste could be. However, there was still so much to do, and they knew they needed help. Join the quest. Would you like to join Captain Fanplastic's crew to help find all the plastic treasure out there? Well, you can download your very own treasure map from the shop page on www.captainfanplastic.com. And once you've completed your hunt, tag CaptainFanplastic.com on Facebook using @CaptainFanplastic and Instagram using @CaptainFanplastic or @Captain_Fanplastic to show us what you have found. Look at that cool treasure chest full of plastic that's now treasure. And that's what we must do. We get all the plastic off the beach and we put it into a treasure chest so that we can reuse it for cool things. So there you go. Now we know that when we go for a walk on the beach, we can pick up plastic and we can turn it into treasure, or we can take it to a trash can and throw it away so that other people can use it to make other things with it. Wow, what a cool book. I'm very glad we read this. Aren't you, Iggy? Yay!